Hello, I want to talk about COVID-19 masks because it has become mandatory that we have to wear the masks. But we have to ask ourselves, one thing, why are we wearing the mask? Where are we supposed to be wearing the mask? And when we are supposed to be wearing the mask? Now, first and foremost is mask is to protect ourselves from breathing in some droplets from someone who have got symptoms of COVID-19. And this has become mandatory because now people are passing on the virus from one person to another. So it's very, very, very important that we take that precaution as per healthline government precaution. Now, when we put the mask halfway, for example, this is the mask. The blue part of it, I believe, is to protect something coming from outside to get into your nose. And the white part of it is from inside, so that when you breathe in, is helping you to breathe in within yourself. So if you put the mask the other way around, that's to say, that's protecting the mask to come in, the virus to come in, and the mask is not protecting you from the other side. So that's to say, this side is to stop the virus. So if you're putting a knot on the mouth, is to have the virus penetrating either way. But this is the point. Very, very important to know how to wear the mask. Many people, I think, you know how to wear the mask, but probably there are few people there I've seen. Even I've seen one or two doctors who put the mask inside out. White out, blue in. It's supposed to be blue out, white in. I've been to few places, even seen people wearing the mask, walking down the road, in the park, walking your dogs. You don't need this mask when you're walking outside there. Now, first and foremost, this is the blue mask, which is the best mask we use in the hospital. And this is because it can keep you from inhaling the virus. Very protective. But when I see people doing like this, I mean, come on, you're only breathing in air in and out because this is cotton. But we have the medical, this one. This is the one to protect you from getting the virus. When you put on this one like that, and you put on these guys here, you're safe. At least not 100%, but at least 90-something% you're safe. When you put on the mask here, you actually protect yourself from breathing out what you have and inhaling in what you don't have. So what you have is fresh air in you. If you have a virus, what you have is infection in you. So when you're putting it on your nose here, you are inhaling bad air from within the droplets of people who have got virus. So very, very important that you put your mask here, and there's kind of like a hard wire here. You place it like this. So you are literally nothing coming in from there. Very important that this mask is blue out, white inside. Don't put under the nose. Cover yourself. Now, that's why we wearing the mask, is to protect ourselves from inhaling the symptoms of COVID and keeping ourselves safe. That's why we are wearing the mask. We didn't wear them before, and probably will not wear them again in the future. We never know. Maybe COVID is here to stay. Maybe COVID is here to come and go. But from the look of things, we are a bit in a fix now, because this COVID now is not getting any better. It's actually getting worse. We are now on the second wave of the virus. Now, they were saying that the virus will be disappearing over summer or when it's too hot, because the virus cannot survive in the cold. Now the virus was gone, and that's why the lockdown were lifted. We were driving and went crazy and parties and stuff like that. And then the cold has started coming in, so the virus is back again, because if the virus is going over summer, then the virus will be back over winter. I don't know. That's what we are told. That's the commercialization of the news. So don't hang me up there. Now, so that's a mask with a kind of like a wire here. It covers your nose to protect from anything coming in. And when are we supposed to wear the mask? When you get into the building, into the car, in the lift, in the shop, in the restaurant, in the coffee shop, you have to wear the mask. Why we are wearing the mask? This is because people who've got symptoms of COVID-19, coronavirus, people are breathing out the symptoms. And when they breathing out the symptoms, even if it's in an enclosed place, the symptoms are not disappearing. But if it's outside here, the symptoms are very weak in the air, because this is not airborne. I'll come to that in a minute. This is not airborne. So the masks are supposed to be worn in the building. And in the building, this is because of the droplets. People breathing out. Like, for example, I'm in the car here. I'm all alone in the car. There's a sea behind me. I'm all alone in the car. But what I'm breathing out is the good virus I have. Because I have the good virus. I'm not sick. I'm very healthy. I'm very strong, man. So I'm breathing out the good virus. But if I give someone a lift who is breathing out bad virus, then I'm going to get it, because now all the windows are closed and the droplets could be around here because it's in an enclosed place. So if I give a lift to few people in the car, trust me, I have to wear my mask, because I'm protecting myself from these people here who come into my car and they're having a virus and I don't want to get it. So it's a droplets. Now let's get it clear. Coronavirus is droplets. Someone breathing in at a very close ledge, and me and you breathing, inhaling it and getting the virus. So we are passing on the virus from one person to another through droplets. Droplets means in the air which is dropping within an enclosed place. I remember when the flu came, the Spanish flu, which came, I read the other day, I think it's 100 years ago, if I'm wrong, correct me. When it came, it was actually airborne. That's to say, in the building and even outside, airborne. That's to say the air is contaminated. So you're basically breathing in air which is contaminated, and if it's in the air, then you need to really wear the mask wherever you go. That was Spanish flu. So get me right here. There are two different things. There is droplets and there is airborne. Airborne is in the air. Like, for example, out here, I'm near the sea. There's air here. So this air here is contaminated. Like, for example, when I look at that side, I'm near the sea, near the port, I can see one long chimney producing smoke. Maybe it's an industry. So they are polluting the air. So that's air pollution. So if there was a Spanish flu in someone in there and it's coming out like that, it's in the air. So those people who are on the other side of the town, wherever they are, wherever I am, trust me, they are inhaling bad air which is coming from the industry. That's the industry there, burning stuff over there. Whatever is coming is white smoke. That's what we call airborne pollution. Air is contaminated. So Spanish flu came, it was contamination of bad air. So we need to wear a mask during the Spanish flu because it was literally airborne. Coronavirus is droplets in the building is not airborne. So trust me, you don't need this mask to wear it outside. You only need to wear it outside because it is, you have to wear it outside if it was airborne. Coronavirus is droplets. It's only in an enclosed place. That's why they say it's mandatory now to wear the mask inside the building. Wherever you go in an enclosed place, you come out, you'll take off this thing and exercise your lungs. Exercise your lungs by inhaling and reinforcing your lungs with the fresh air you're breathing from outside. I don't need this mask when I'm inside my car. Trust me, why do I need this mask inside the car like this? For what? Unless I'm afraid of my own droplets. If I have the kids and I'm wearing the mask and the kids are wearing the mask, we are afraid of one another. Then that's to say we are also supposed to wear the mask inside the building, inside the houses, if we don't trust even the kids. Or am I afraid of the kids? Kids are droplets? Are the kids afraid of daddy's droplets? Come on, you don't need a mask in the car unless you're not confident of yourself and you know probably you went somewhere and you must have inhaled the virus and you don't want to pass it on to your children. Then you can wear the mask. Then you need to wear the mask even inside the house, in the kitchen. But if you trust yourself and you know that you don't have any coronavirus symptoms, then you don't need to wear the mask inside the car. I've seen some people wearing a Pfizer. For example, in the hospital, instead of the Pfizer, we wear goggles. We wear goggles. So we would literally wear mask and wear goggles. And the mask goes in and this one goes on top. So that's me. That's in the building, in the hospital, if I'm looking after patients who are coronavirus queries. They have not been confirmed that they are positive. So if they are positive, I'll be wearing FFP2, or if it get very worse, maybe sometimes FFP3. And this one is to reduce any bad air coming in. It's actually covered. You can see it's covered all over. So those goggles, they actually cover you in. Look. It's very hard for anything to go in. This is so that I don't get anything coming to my eyes because the droplets could be in my eyes. And this is also to avoid me from rubbing my eyes until. So when I'm coming out, there's a way we call it cocoon. So you're actually literally removing that. You sanitize that. Okay, you sanitize that and then you sanitize your hands. And then after that, you take this from here and you open the bin. And you throw it out, and then you sanitize yourself, and then you take off the gown. So when I see people wearing the Pfizer, because we can wear that or the Pfizer, if I see people wearing Pfizer outside, why do you need a Pfizer outside? You're only blocking yourself from the fresh air coming into your eyes, but I need this one or Pfizer so that I protect my eyes from something coming into my eyes because it's a droplet. So I don't need Pfizer outside. I don't need a mask outside. For example, another very important point, this is like a tutorial. If I wear the goggles to keep myself from that, I look so cute, isn't it? Then if I'm not wearing the mask, how is this one protecting me? What is very important is to close my mouth with the mask and then to protect my eyes. If I had a Pfizer, I would only have a Pfizer, but I don't have a mask. So those people who are in the supermarket, those people who are in the shops, only having a Pfizer, you're actually protecting yourself from anything coming over to you. But the Pfizers are open here, so anyway, you wear them. But look at even the police who are on the front line to deal with the emergency criminalities. They go to some other crazy people, the junkies. The police come and say, "We have come to arrest you." They say, they spit on police. So now it used to be very, very serious, that they spit on police and the police would say someone spit on me. Suppose that someone had bad infection or bad virus or whatever. It will go to your eyes or into your face and you get sick. So they introduced the Pfizer, whereby the police on the front line, they put on that. So even if you spit on the police or you throw water on the police, it's only coming to the face. So this one is protecting you from something coming to your eyes. So wearing a Pfizer without a mask on in the supermarket, you are literally not protecting yourself. You're only protecting yourself from something which can come direct to your eyes if somebody spit on you. But you are in an enclosed place and it's mandatory for everyone to wear a mask in an enclosed place. So why are you not wearing a mask? Why are you trusting only the Pfizer? No, that's not enough. So that's about when and where to wear the mask. Why to wear the mask? So why to wear the mask is to protect ourselves from COVID-19, inhaling in or out bad air, pass it on to the other person, or the vice versa, someone inhaling out, exhaling out, and you inhaling in the bad air. So trust me, very, very important. Please follow the government regulations about wearing the mask, because it's very, very important. That's a good way of reducing that. One thing is, we have to wash our hands all the time. So whenever I am in the hospital, wherever I am, and I have my mask, if I don't have anywhere to wear my mask, I have a hand sanitizer. So this one I just put in my hands, and then I sanitize myself, because I could not wash my hands anywhere. So what am I literally doing? I'm keeping away the virus or anything which I got from the services wherever I go, in the supermarket or in the coffee shop, wherever, and then I sanitize that. So sanitizer or hand washing kill the germs 99%. That's very, very important to know why we are wearing the mask. So if you are in the park, you are wearing the mask. Seriously, you don't need a mask in the park. This is not airborne. If you are wearing the mask outside there, walking your dog or walking from shop, like I've seen someone here, I'm in the park, I'm near the sea, I see someone just cruising over wearing the mask. Why do you need the mask? Actually, there's fresh air coming from the waters. This is not airborne. So trust me, you don't need this mask outside. But if the government or World Health Organization pass it on from tomorrow that it's airborne, COVID-19 is airborne, seriously, we need to wear, I'll be wearing my mask now. I'll not trust even the air car, because even if I've locked the car, there's so many air coming into the car from different way. I'll wear the mask. But we are very lucky that this time around, this is not airborne. Now, if you have ever visited, or you have ever worked, or you have ever seen videos, or you have ever experienced different type of viral bacterial infection, for example, people with the TB, it's airborne. In the hospital, we've got different type of infection. Like we have people who have got asthma, people who have got different type of respiratory problems, and if some of them are airborne, we need to wear actually very serious mask which actually you are breathing in there and you're sweating and you can't touch your eyes, and you have to cover here, you have to cover your nose, you have to wear goggles, you have to wear even sometimes 2 masks, you have to wear gowns, and you have to wear even some special shoes, and you have to wear an air net. This is to avoid you from touching a patient with different type of things, touching the services or touching few things in the room, and then you touch and then you bring it to yourself. And there's a protocol to cocoon, wearing, dressing up and undressing up, so that you don't actually touch your skin or your clothes. And we have to wear different type of gowns. You know, they supply different type of gowns, and we have to be very, very cautious when you are attending to any person around, and you have to sanitize all the services every few minutes, so that you reduce the spread of infection. Are we together? So COVID-19 is not airborne. Get it clear, COVID-19 is not airborne. Airborne, it's the air pollution. So if it was Spanish flu or any type of viral infection which is in the air, TB, then trust me, we are supposed to be wearing masks out there. So you don't need a mask outside there. But when you get into the building, there's so much droplets because of so many people coming in. So if you're in the shopping center all alone, why do you need to wear a mask? Because the government said that you have to wear a mask? Yes, you have to wear a mask because there could be people who passed in there, and probably the air is still circulating because the shopping mall is not open on top. If it was not open on top, or the bad air could be going out. There's nowhere you can open the windows because it's a shopping mall, but once you go out, it's fresh air. If it's in our houses, you can open the windows and doors and the fresh air coming in. My car, fresh air coming in. That's a little bit about COVID-19 precaution on wearing. It's more of a tutorial because I think many people don't know why you're wearing the mask. And there are specific masks which are actually more helpful to reduce from the spread of the virus. So probably get the right mask. Stop wearing these cloth masks. I see people wearing cloth masks. The mask is to protect yourself from inhaling bad air. So if you're wearing something like this, I see people wearing like this, a mask like that, you're not actually protecting yourself from anything. You're actually just inhaling, and that's why still the virus is still spreading. Please just know, you don't need a mask out there. You don't need a mask in the car unless you have people you don't trust. I hope I'm a bit clear with that, and then probably I'll come up with more good news about how to wear a mask, and maybe some other some nice topics I'll be bringing around. Probably follow me up or just subscribe. Push a bell. There's a bell there. Push a bell so that you get some new notifications. Thank you for listening to Mike, and have a good evening, afternoon, morning, and good night too.